everyone, it's Undercover here. Today is Wednesday, March 25th, 2020, and just a couple quick things here. The other day I put that video out about the way to stop the con virus. I said masks. I got a mask right here. And a lot of you agreed with me. But there was some out there that said, no, the mask isn't going to protect anybody. It's useless. This is an insanity. Do you think a mask's going to protect you? Oh, you got the wrong kind of mask. Well, let me respond. I would agree with you that this mask here only provides a minimal amount of protection. Now, some people are saying, well, it only protects you, if you have it, it stops you from giving it to somebody else. Well, isn't that the whole idea? So if I have it on and maybe I got it, the particles aren't coming out of they're getting caught in here instead of in somebody else. And if you got one on, isn't that another barrier? We got to create barriers. Simple as that. And that mask is the sure way to do it. Now, I went into Wawa today over on Route 34 in Old Bridge, and I was surprised to see that the workers had no mask on. I asked one of the girls at the register who I'm familiar with, and I asked her, why are you not wearing a mask? I had a mask on. She told me that Wawa said they could not wear a mask. And I said to her, well, I believe the Attorney General here in New Jersey addressed that issue. So, if I was working at Wawa, I would put the mask on and challenge them and see what's going to happen. I got a feeling that's a challenge they're going to lose. So it's unfortunate. Now I hear that ShopRite has put up barriers for the cashiers at the checkout line, which is good. But again, I don't think they're wearing masks. I haven't been to ShopRite in, 3 days, 2 days? I don't know what it was. So I don't know. I'm going to go check that out. But that's the latest thing I heard is that setting up barriers so that you're not breathing on them. But in the meanwhile, you're standing in line with everybody else breathing what they got because, as I showed you the other day, not many in the store. I didn't see any worker in ShopRite in Hazlet wearing a mask or some type of barrier. And finally, with that particular subject, I say the government should just contract and get a gazillion of these. Apparently there is a mask out, RN95 or R95, I forget what it said, that will protect you. I think a HEPA mask will protect you. HEPA blocks everything out, so why would it not block that out? We want to, the disease, you're getting the disease primarily through your respiratory. So that's what you got to protect. You got to protect your respiratory. Simple as that. And let's see what else. Well, I've come to find out that I'm not going to be able to go in 7-Eleven and get myself a big gulp anymore. I got to buy a can of soda because now you can't get soda out of the dispensary. And I thought it was just Wawa, but I checked out 7-Eleven today and it was the same thing. So then I went to Wawa because I wanted to get my lunch. And they have that all, the drinks are all turned off, but then they had this little line set up by the coffees. Says, get your beverages here. So I go up to the guy and I said, hey, I'll take a 32 ounce. He says, oh, sorry, no soda. So I don't know, why can't they set up a barrier or move something out of the way so the guy can sit there and dispense soda for me? Because I don't want canned soda. It's a ripoff. I think this cost me $1.60. And it's only, 16 fluid ounces? I can get a 32 ounce that, I have a 28 ounces or 32 ounces at 7-Eleven. And I got the discount for 74 cents and it comes with a cup and ice. Can't do that now. Now I gotta drink it. I got a stupid can I gotta use. So that's another headache. And getting on to the next subject is our rights. I keep talking about this, and I want to say something to you other auditors out there. Stop fucking with the police. Stop pointing cameras at them and trying to antagonize them to respond to your camera. This is the time for you auditors out there, especially you big ones with the big following, to start covering this con virus and what the government is doing, because that's where your rights are really going out the door. Your First, Second, Fourth, and Fifth Amendment rights are going out the door. Your right to free assembly and to travel and have those rights taken away without due process. So some of you auditors out there, you need to stop with the pointing the cameras at buildings and things like that. You need to start documenting what the government in your area is doing to take away our rights. And stop it now. Stop it with going across the country and pointing cameras at people and begging for money and trying to profit off the problem, off the First Amendment problem. Now is the time for us to focus on what the government's doing, which is taking our rights away. And I'm not even targeting the federal government. This really is targeting towards local government. Here in New Jersey, this loony liberal fascist governor I got who's drunk on power is shutting everything down. And he said the other day, you know, it doesn't look like people are paying attention to my orders. I might have to make it worse. And then Trump's talking about it's time to start lightening up a little bit. And then Murphy said, well, that's not happening here. Well, it's going to have to happen, because there's going to be a melee pretty soon. People are running out of money. They're not working and they're getting hungry. Yeah. Wait, what happens when the banks aren't giving you money anymore? So the propaganda is in full swing out there on Facebook. And one of the towns, Spring Lake Police Department here in New Jersey, that's on the southern end of Monmouth County, had posted a thing here about the boardwalk is closed to the public. Imagine that. I can't walk down a damn boardwalk anymore because they're afraid the virus is going to get me. You ever go to the beach, it's windy down there. How's the virus going to be? And again, if we have a mask on, what is the problem? Instead of telling me I can't go on this damn boardwalk, how about say, you want to go on the boardwalk, put a mask on. You want to go anywhere out in public, put a mask on. Instead, no, their overreaction is to shut things down and limit where we're going to go. They're conditioning us, folks. This is local government and state government. I'm not even pointing fingers at federal government, because the federal government, in my opinion, is doing all they can do with what they have. So this is a local thing, and it's a state thing, and it's trickling right down to the local. So you gotta love some of these Bah Sheeples out there. Remember that term, Bah Sheeples. So I posted there, violation of our civil rights, not a whimper from the Sheeples. So far I got 3 fingers up, thumbs up. I had posted here, in the meanwhile, the same Bah Lily Sheeples are piling into the grocery stores with no mask and dirty hands. The virus is slowly killing our constitutional rights, and not a whimper from the Sheeples. How long will it be before the police turn their guns on the people? The police protect the government and enforce laws. And this is one of my biggest messages I try to keep giving out to everybody, that these police are not protecting us. They are protecting the government. They are enforcing laws. So if this attorney general and this wackadoodle governor wants to institute more laws on us, restrictions, these police are going to enforce it. And they're going to have to decide where their allegiance lies, their moral values. Does it lie with their neighbors and their friends, or does it lie with their job? Are they willing to point the guns at people who are not going to tolerate this much longer? So, a gentleman by the name of Gerald Flum, that's P-F-L-U-M, I think it is. He typed in there, not sure that's legal and it's not necessary. Stupid overreaction by people who have no authority to do that and have no medical credentials. He got 11 thumbs up. So let's see what we got a response. So Spring Lake Police gave a condescending remark, and of course this is what they got to do. In accordance with paragraph 3 of Executive Order number 108, it is hereby clarified that municipalities shall have the discretion, and that's the key word, discretion, to impose additional restrictions to local beaches and boardwalks in response to the con virus, beyond the applicable provisions of Executive Order number 107. And then you got to get the little sheeples, the little support, the sheeples. Let's just call them sheeples. Bah Sheeples. This comes from Denise Pringle Wilzowski. And she says, "Thank you. We all need to stop the spread." She got 5 thumbs up. Pete Short chimed in. "Medical credentials are required to treat patients. Law enforcement is there to prevent the public from becoming patients. Your condescending tone is a bit gratuitous, Doc." Well, I would say this to Pete. Pete, the police are not here to protect us. They are here to protect the government and enforce laws. So out of the byproduct of that is their behaviors and things they do may protect us, but it's a byproduct. It's not what they get in the car every day and do. And let's see, Steve Lacko, and he's sucking up here. "This has a real potential to be an enforcement nightmare. Please be safe, as it's not worth getting infected by the virus or worse, getting hurt and infected, taking someone into custody over a violation." Got 1 heart. Well, you know what? To Steve Lacko there, you're a buffoon, okay? This is a violation of our rights. And he does say something here, it's not worth, what are they going to do? They're going to sit out there and arrest people? What are they going to arrest them for? Trespassing in a closed area? What else? Disorderly conduct? I want to see how that'll play out in court. It's bullshit. There's no reason for this. Oh, here we go. Denise Pringle Wiskuzewski here. She's chiming in again. Boy, she's the big bootlicker on this site. And she's attacking Steve Lacko. "Isn't that a sad commentary on our citizens? Some people feel laws don't apply to them at the risk of the rest of us. Shame on them." Well, first of all, Denise, these are not laws. These are orders that they're putting on us. All right? And our constitutional rights trump your little feelings. And she'll be the first one to cry when she finds out she has to stand in a line, like over there in Russia, where she's got to stand in line just to get a roll of toilet paper. She'll be the first to cry when things go awry around here and she can't get her little money out of the bank. So I responded to Spring Lake Police on their response. I said, "Yeah, blah, 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 government takeover, total violation of our Fifth Amendment rights. Are you willing to turn your guns on those not willing to surrender their rights? Looks like you will have to do some soul searching as to where your allegiance lies." Now, the reason I'm saying Fifth Amendment right, because many of you say, well, that's the right to not incriminate yourself. Well, it also covers a couple other things. One, a citizen is not to be deprived of their life and liberty without due process of law. So they're taking our liberties away from us without due process. And it's my opinion that they're going to do this and then they're conditioning us. So when this virus is over, you're going to find out that there's going to be more restrictions on our freedoms. Like, maybe you can't, you can't walk down the boardwalk. You have to be 3 feet apart from each other from now on. You watch, mark my words. When this all settles down, we will lose more freedoms just like we did after 9/11. And I don't know if I read this. This is a response to Pete Short. "The role of the police is to enforce laws and protect the government. The response is an indicator as to the direction they will continue on. Just a matter of time, they will turn their guns on their friends and neighbors. I hope not." I'm just astonished by the amount of compliance and go along with the herd. I've had so many people get on there. "Oh, thank you, officers, for keeping us safe." That's the reoccurring theme I hear all the time. "Thank you, officers, for keeping us safe. Thank you for protecting us. Thank you for all that you're doing." And I always chime in and go, well, what are they doing? What are the fucking police doing that's protecting me from con virus other than the threat of arresting me if I do something the wrong way or the wrong place or walk with the wrong number of people? These people, I can't take it. They're so blind. They're so blind, and they're so trusting in the government, and the government is not to be trusted. Trust but verify. The Constitution was designed to protect us from the government. Remember that. And the job of the police is to enforce laws and protect the government. Because who makes the laws? The government. This is Gunnison Undercover. Let me know what you think. What's going on? I want to hear your thoughts. I know some of you want to yell at me. Some of you are agreeing with me. Maybe I'm opening eyes to some of you people out there. We got to keep this momentum going. You got to get on those Facebook pages and start chiming in. Don't be afraid. You got to do it. There's a lot at risk here. We have to let the police know and our local governors know that we're only going to tolerate so much of this. You're not taking our rights away. You're not going to lock us up in our house, and that's that.